for a more civilized age. An elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Before the dark times. Before the Empire. Now the Jedi are all but extinct. Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force.
Force?
And the Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us, penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together.
See this droid safely delivered to him on Alderaan. This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
more than a quarter of a mile wide, rising some 16,000 feet into the air, churning across the ground for as long as 80 minutes, whatever you call it. The firestorm that burned into Redding last week was not something we see very often, and even the experts are at a loss for words.
Very, very impressive wind speeds, estimated to be in excess of 143 miles per hour.
First in California history, and peak temperatures of 2,700 degrees. The aftermath captured by KPIX cameras.
Event like this, we're talking about, there's only a handful of these documented in history.
When the data started coming in, he was blown away by the power this vortex possessed.
It's right in the base of this thing. It's basically consuming everything. But the intensity of the winds were...
Imagine you're driving along and you see that. That's almost like an F2 tornado. But set for is a fire tornado, and that is a very nasty tornado, man. And look at that thing swirl. Holy crap. I wonder why the car fire is so freaking big. And here's some more footage.
That's literally fire behavior that we have not experienced or seen or witnessed. Members out and having the windows of their car explode from the conditions that were out there. So I've heard stories of firefighters bringing family members out and having the windows of their car explode from the conditions that were out there. An anomaly where an actual possible vortex came through here. And that's...
It is hopscotching across Northern California, and that's insane. So
north. Look at this.
The fire was growing at this time at a rate of 1 football field a second.
It took 12 hours to essentially consume all of that. That was a record pace.
How many acres in total?
153,300 acres.
Wow. What's going on?
Rapidly. Get this, spreading 80 football fields per minute. That's hard to even get our heads around, isn't it?
Raging and just in a really weird rectangular. Okay. It was just everything was wrong about it to be a fire within a room. I've attempted to tackle this fire twice and nothing's happening.
Was what you were confronted with at that moment something that you recognised from your experience, or not?
I have never seen anything like it before.
You then say in your statement, as I was looking around and visibility increased, I became confused as the location of the fridge was not where I saw the forceful curtain of flame.
Mindful. Moments ago, there's a raging curtain of flame. What is happening here? You know, everything is ringing alarm bells. Something's not right.
Then you say, I noticed a single candle-like flame just flickering and dancing in the corner of the room, at the top of the wall by the ceiling above the window opening. The flame was orange in colour. And I thought this was really weird, so I pulsed it with the branch and put it out.
I could see both columns were alight. Both of them were alight, and I needed to attack them both. The one on the left was approximately 5 foot away from me. The one on the right was a lot closer. I attacked them both. I'm having no effect. Water is just bouncing off. It is just literally bouncing off, and I'm thinking, okay, we've got a problem here. I can't put this out. No matter what I try.
That with President Trump, who tweeted,
high winds, exactly what firefighters feared most, are now hitting Southern California, fueling those out-of-control wildfires.
And Tom, it's important to note that firefighters have been stretched so thin over the past couple of years that more firefighters have died from suicide than from fighting fires. And
Powers us. Knowing helps us decide. Knowing keeps us free.
No